Well, Valentine's Day just about here, and it can be a little tough if you are missing a loved one or have loved ones who are no longer with us.
Yeah, we all have examples of that, and for me, one particularly hits close to home. About 2 years ago, motivational speaker Alan Ram died in a plane crash near a Mesa golf course. He was my best friend, and as you might imagine, it was pretty tough. But more importantly, it was devastating for his fiancée, Melissa, who was trying to make sense out of something that really didn't make sense. So trying to get information, trying to just gain some sort of understanding of what happened, she actually reached out to a psychic medium, trying to make a connection with what she lost.
So that medium was Melinda Vail, who joins us now. We want to thank you for being here, and we've given you a big task, I know, because we don't have a lot of time.
Yes.
But you've contacted Javi's friend, and he did come through to you.
Yes, he did, apparently, according to Javi, but I don't remember that. But Javi came out and talked to me, and he gave me a little sprinkling of something out in the lobby. But you are the courageous one, because you gave me your sister's picture, and I read off of photographs, and so I meditated with your sister. Okay. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to just let it rip, because we do have, a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And the first and foremost, I think she was a bright light. Like, she comes to me with all this lovely light energy. I think she was that girl, you know what I mean? And everybody liked her. She showed me a dog that was important to her, and that dog feels like that was her best bud,
baby.
Okay?
Yep.
And I'm getting the name Charles, Charlie, or Chuck, and I'm also getting the name Robert or Bob and Deborah or Debbie. Are any of those familiar to you?
Charlie was her dog, and Bobby and Debbie are our parents.
Okay, all right, so she wants you to know that she loves you so very much, and she knows that you try to be in touch with her, and that she's, constantly there for you. Either she has a son or you have a son. I'm not sure, because she showed me a son. Is it your son or her son?
I have two sons.
Okay, so, she likes to be a guardian angel to those sons, and she's saying something about either Hilly or Hillary, and she's saying something about loving to fish or be in the outdoors, and I think she's with a grandparent that maybe you all fished or camped with, and she's showing me some snow, so I don't know if she was a snow skier or what. I have a whole lot of stuff for you. She also showed me a bear. I don't know if that means something to you, or the word bear means something.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Everything else is making sense to you.
Yes,
okay,
for
very good. The fishing, the lake, the outdoors, the biking, the walking,
We're
the
like
hiking.
that family, so that's that's what we did.
She was really into showing me that. Okay, all right. I know this is hard to hear, but she is not unhappy about being on the other side. Okay, and I know that's a tough one because you miss her so much, but the truth is that she can see you and what you do, and she wants you to know that she loves you. And is there a Brian or a Ryan? Okay, right.
My son
that's all right.
Ryan.
Okay, Javier, I'm going to move to you for just a minute, okay? So we were out in the lobby, and your friend showed me the golf course again. So I think he had a premonition or a feeling about whether he was going to fly or not, and I don't think he wanted to fly, or he changed his mind, or he did something that he's kicking himself in the pants for. And I'm from New York, I would use a different word if we went on air. But, he was a kind of a dynamite kind of a guy, and he came from a tough family life, I guess is what I want to say to you, that he came from a tough upbringing, maybe had difficulty with his parents or something, and he superseded that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, he was homeless at one point, and he had a falling out with his parents and joined the Marines, and that changed his life.
I think the Marines did change his life. Perhaps that's why I got a uniform, because here on my page, maybe I'm mixing you guys up a little bit, because I didn't realize I was talking to two spirits, but spirit does.
So when you go to connect with somebody, you have to present yourself to them to come through. Are they ever like waiting for you to do that, or how does this process work?
I have no idea, honey.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I think. I'll just tell you. I'll tell you.
Hillary would be like, hello.
I will tell you what I think. Well, Hillary was hello.
I believe that.
Okay.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what I think. I have an assistant here that makes appointments for me here. I think I must have an assistant in heaven that makes appointments there.
Oh.
But sometimes I do life after life demonstrations where I'm in front of a crowd of people. And you'd be surprised, some spirits don't want to talk in front of a crowd of people. I was in Vegas once, and somebody's uncle came in big time, said he owned a gas station, whatnot. And she said to me, "Why didn't my son come?" I said to her, "I don't know, but I'll give you time tomorrow." So I gave her time. Her son's crossing was very traumatic. Not that it's traumatic for you to lose somebody, but I mean, his was specifically unusually, and he didn't want to put her on the spot in front of a group and talk to her about what he had done in order to cross over. So, you know, and again, when you're doing this on TV, it's whether a spirit knows, like, your sister trusts you, your friend trusts you, that you guys are able to handle it. Because some people, when I'm talking about their sister or their friend who is more like a brother to you, I think, would, you know, have a lot of emotion and have not be as composed. So
you're, for people who are missing somebody this Valentine's Day, there's peace on the other side. They're
Love.
there, they're surrounding you, they're still with you.
Yes, no dead person has ever told me it sucks over there. And
That's
so,
where the real
you know,
is, right?
and so, you know, love is a vibrational frequency. All emotion is a vibrational frequency. Love and hate are the two strongest vibrational frequencies. Opposite of love is not hate, by the way. And so those are the vibrations that carry from one side of the veil to the other side of the veil.
Do people feel closure? Do they get closure once they meet with you, or?
Yes, I
Does it
think
vary?
they do, Javier, but sometimes people need a couple times because it's like grieving, having grief therapy with your loved ones, because there's other talking about it. And then there are other people that no matter what you say, it's never enough. A lot of times people say, well, if you're talking to my whatever, you know, can they give me the nickname they used to call me? Well, that's not how it works.
They're trying to validate you and that it's really
so
happening.
You're put on the spot, and then your own ego gets involved. And I try to keep my ego out of this. I'm a Christian clairvoyant. I try to keep my ego out of it. And so then, you know, you get nervous, and what is the nickname? What is the nickname? And you're hoping that the spirit will give it to you. But if you get too nervous, it blocks it. There's a lot of nuances to this stuff.
Do you have any events coming up?
I have an event in San Diego coming up in February. My event here in town is sold out already. I have another one in September, but if you get on my website, melindavail.com, or on my Facebook, Melinda Vail Medium, you can see everything I do.
And we'll put that
Good
on
stuff.
azfamily.com.
Thank you so
very
much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great day.